Hi everyone, thank you so much for tuning in, and if you're new to this channel, karibu sana. Please do not forget to subscribe. Yeah, so today we have a very interesting topic. We're going to share our experiences as parents, the do's and don'ts as a parent. Of course, every parent is different. My do's and don'ts as a parent could be different with another parent, if that makes sense. So introduce yourself.
I'm Lynn. Yeah. Welcome to our channel.
What are your do's and don'ts
As a parent.
as a parent?
So first of all, as a parent, I feel like generally never repeat. I can't say mistakes that my parents made, because I'm sure hata wakifanya hivyo was like ignorant mistakes. They were like, when you're doing something, even if it's a mistake, at that moment you're doing it, pretty sure most of the time you always think this is the right thing, like I'm doing the right thing. So first thing, since I'm raising a boy, I'll not make a guy my boy feel like women are less than, you get, like or make him feel like just generally, I'll never make him feel like women are less than. That's one. Because right now as a toddler, there's literally he's learning about discipline, but sasa unajua in the future maisha ndio inafundishanga mtu more, you know? Yeah, so that's one thing I'll never do. How about child?
Okay, for me, I can say is being a poor listener. So I feel like it's really important to listen to what your child. Yeah, I saw a video the other day. There's this lady, like she has 2 kids. The older one kept saying that the younger one kept, like, she will beat him, things like that.
Yeah.
And each time the boy reported to the mom was like, wewe toka hapa, wewe ndio mkubwa, what are you telling me? It continued to an extent. The boy is kind of depressed, because who's going to believe me, who's going to listen to me, so the boy starts feeling that rejection, that depression at a very young age. So I think it's very important to be a good listener, to listen to what your child is telling you. And also, like you have said, I'm also raising a boy. I think and another lesson, like I really want to instill in him at a very young age, is that it's wrong to hit a woman. Like, no matter how angry you are, no matter what she has done, just walk away if you have to, but let it never cross your mind.
You see, with me, how I was, my what is it called? Childhood. Yeah, my childhood is kind of complicated. You get it?
Yeah.
But for me, bro, even now, I always am ready to defend myself. Because I can't say that's what I was taught, as in, since hey, mama piga mtu zi. But like, there's an environment I grew up in, partly where that was the only option. Because you see the way she's saying about listening. You can find sibling A has gone and said some smack about you to your parents, but now you won't get the fair share of, like, we amesema hivi, wewe, what is your side of the story? So you always find yourself
being defensive,
okay, even without it being necessary. And kuna situations zingine, even with me, like, it's not necessary, but
you just find yourself like, I have to defend myself.
Bro, I'm always ready. I'm always I'm not even joking.
Yeah,
I'm always ready. If we have to exchange words, we'll exchange words. If we have to fight, I'd rather we fight, unipige, nijue when your master, but I'm always ready to, and that's how that listening aspect is important to a child. So me, my other thing would be, I don't know how to explain it.
Yes, but and on that note, sometimes a lady can really provoke a guy. So it's very, very important to instill it in our sons, that
not even in your sons. I feel like, since you're raising a girl and a boy, I feel like in your children, period, like, it's very good to, first of all, know violence is not the answer, and not to be instigative.
Yes.
Girls, we're like girls sometimes. But then it's good to just, like, always be solution oriented, and always teach the kids, like, there's always an amicable solution. And also, just be for me, honestly, I just feel like my son will have to learn how to be independent. Like, ile nye mama yuko sahi, ndafanyaje.
Mhm.
You know,
Yeah.
that's like also something
Like having a mind of his own.
yeah, and being
having
self-sufficient
self-sufficient,
also.
yeah,
You
yeah.
know, there's
I
so
think
much.
that's very, very important.
Yeah.
At a very young age. Another thing that I will add is that it's really important to notice when your child does something good. Like, you don't notice only when they do something wrong. You understand? So I feel like when they do something good or right, it's really important to appreciate and acknowledge it instead of waiting for them to do something wrong so that you can scold them, you know, things like that.
Exactly. Yeah, and then also for me, I feel like there should be a very thin line. I'm not saying I'll never at a star spank my son or whatever, but it should be a very thin line between disciplining and is it abuse. You get like kuna ile sisi unapatanga uko na stress zako kama mzazi manze.
Yeah.
Unakuja mtoto sijui amefanya nini. Ai. Uko tu like sasa you know, like sometimes right now I understand sometimes how my mom used to feel, because you know sometimes she just look at you and just go, you know, like
I know.
Fuck you up. Sometimes you really honestly have just fucked up, but you're just saying like, hey, anyway.
Yeah.
You'll find a person just looking at you like, I can't deal, you know. And I feel like sometimes you hear these cases of children being killed by their parents.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes you find that they're just like everything is going on you.
Yeah.
You know, everything is going on you. Like I've ever had a client who spanked. I was like, oh my god. You know, like that one coffee moja pa inakuzungusha hivi. Yeah. And it's something so minor, and I was just like, you know, I understand she's angry. It's not even about the child or anything. But now I feel like we have to yeah, like as parents also, and also teach your child.
But I feel like it's a question of separating what you're going through and you know, projecting it in the sense that it's just like unajua kuna watu wao umenikosea but I end up nimekasirikia kila mtu. Sijui ati like wewe umenikosea, I'm dealing with you. No, as long as I'm angry, I'm letting it out on
exactly anybody. Sometimes that I sijui your dad this, no, don't tell your child that. Like
that is actually I can't relate to that at all.
Because even me, my mom, that's what I was going to say. Like me, I was raised by a single mom.
Yeah.
But my mom has never been those people of, hey, no matter babako. Never.
Yeah, or maybe your mom letting out your dad's frustrations
on you.
I can't relate to that.
Yeah.
Yes. Another thing I can add is about name calling.
Yeah.
I think it's so wrong to, you know, like sort of calling your child umbwa, mjinga, you are a coward, you are stupid. You know, it can be so much to an extent. The child starts. You are the mother. You understand?
Yeah, you're supposed to be empowered.
You have a great like
impact,
a huge influence on your child. So the moment you refer to them as foolish or stupid, at some point they start believing they are indeed foolish. They are indeed stupid. Because I really want to raise my kids in the way that even at school, if a teacher calls you stupid, you come and tell them, because I don't think it's right to call a child that in any way whatsoever. In fact, you should be telling your kids, you should be instilling positive, what are they called? Affirmations to them, like you're great, you're cute, you're beautiful, you're smart, you're intelligent, you know, you're great, you know, things like that.
Yeah, but like we're not saying don't scold your kids when they mess up. Scold them, but as in for me right now, like I'm not those people who are easily liked by people, by the way. Like I'm very likable.
Yeah,
but actually I am, but for the wrong reasons. You get me? But and you'll find behind Lina, me people will always say messed up stuff, and you don't even like umesema hivi, I don't give you the response you want, but you still want to now make me feel bad for not feeling bad about what you've said. But there are some people who when they say something, I can feel it, not because of what they have said, but because of who has said it. Unapata like kuna vitu zingine says that mtu mwingine akiongelea huko nje I can be like you know, but if you anaweza sema Lina anakuanga, I can feel it, you know, because she's my friend or something.
I get it's just so, like the same
like
way
your mom can be people will call you mjinga. Hata kwa
Yeah.
street unaweza kumwambia wewe ni fala, wewe ni
Yeah.
mjinga. But then there's a way maybe your mom will call you
Yeah.
stupid and be like, "Ay man, you know, you'll even
Feel
cry."
hit enough.
Exactly.
Yeah, because I
So-
feel it's like the way like we used to call each other mbwa mjinga whatever. But I feel like if someone says it to me, I'll be like, wait,
Yeah.
you know, it doesn't make sense.
Yeah. So that's like the thing. So
Yeah.
sometimes you find it affects the child being called stupid all the time. You get?
Yeah.
And like for me, I watch this very many I watch very many these crime documentaries, these things. Like I'm literally an addict.
Yeah.
And some you find it's the parents who's molded them. Like most of the people you find, like the ladies who are maybe prostitutes or sex workers, because actually prostitute and sex worker is two different things in Maju, baby.
Yeah.
So unapata, like my mom made me feel like this, you know, my mom, that's why I was like, let me act, you know, because me I usually watch those, I watch those things.
I guess.
So like my mom made me feel bad about my body. That's why even right now I'm acting porn. You know, and I was like, damn, Daddy. You know, it's like so small reasons, but you know the way they say that was my 13th reason.
Yeah.
That is their 13th reason. So I feel like as parents, I know especially in African culture,
yeah.
tumeshazoea kuwa matatu. Mimi siwezi bembeleza mtoto wangu. Mimi siwezi bembeleza mtoto wangu. Wambe mtoto hivyo ndo afanye, you know. But at the end of the day, like for me, even me, I can say, like, for instance, with my aunt. My aunt is a gentle parent, you get it? Like nile watu wenye they talk to your child, they talk to the child nini. But in other aspects, like hiyo ni kubembeleza hao watoto, you get. But you find the people who feel like alikuwa anabembeleza watoto, you are drifted away from your kids. But her, she can be able, the kids can tell her
comfortably.
this. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I think it's more like creating that environment where your child can feel comfortable
to tell you
anything that's going on in their life. Because by the way, I feel like most parents don't even know their kids. Do you know that?
Don't.
Yeah, you don't know what you're like. Let's talk of maybe your parents are in Ushago, you're in Nairobi. You don't even know what your child is dealing with.
Yeah.
What they are doing, you know, stuff like that.
Yeah.
But I feel like it's really important to create that environment where your child can tell you anything,
like
so that you can be able
to
exactly.
Go, I can call him, hey mom, man, say
Yeah.
even.
Yeah, there are people who are literally best friends with
their
mom, with their
exactly,
dad.
yeah.
And you know, I feel like that is really cool, especially like knowing that you can count on your parents, before any other person. Like in case of any, the first person you think of calling
is your mom or your dad.
Or your dad.
Yeah.
I think that's really important.
It's also very important to create that safe environment. You know, like safe environment, you know, because you've heard of stories of mtu anarepiata na maybe the way in African households unapatanga labda uncle yake amekuja Nairobi maybe kutafuta kazi or to do ABCD and they are raping on your child or they are touching on your child, but some mtu anaogopa kuja kukuambia juu ya venye utareact. Haya, sometimes unapata hata mtoto anakuambia but uko tu like well, you know, and I feel like that's one thing as parents
especially in Africa, or should I say, I don't know, like
I feel like it's very much in Africa more than nje.
Yeah. Because unapata utakuja uambie
mamako ama babako.
Yeah. Mwambie so and so amejaribu kufanya 1 2 3
exactly.
They'll brush it off. I don't know, is it because they don't want to face the truth
or
is it exactly because like it can be frustrating.
Yeah, very. And then unapata mzee anacommit like bro, like guys, so leave alone the ones that even are highlighted on the news. They kwa ground wase wana commit suicide for bruh.
Well, that is what
I feel like as this generation's parents we can do better. Like I feel like pia circumstances that mtu ndo zina determine venye na act na react. So maybe our parents, let's say, didn't know better, I don't know, but right now
I think at that time also there kulikuwa na limited knowledge, information.
So right now I feel like
and then walikuwa na hiyo kuficha ndio the way. So unapata
watu kisikia ndugu yangu unasema ndugu yangu anakushika hivyo watasema nini?
I saw a story kwa show ya nani, this lady she was raped. She was raped by the dad and all that. Do you know, like the mom ended up ni kama hata
leave alone that. And also me, I said, like, even if I ever get a spouse, I'll never take his word over my child. I'm sorry, but I'll never. Like, yes, children can lie.
Yeah.
But I'll also consider the word.
Yes.
Because you see the story of this child who's had a jembe
Yeah, I saw that story.
Lodged in the head.
They
Apparently,
said ati the brother ndo alirusha, but I kept asking myself,
but now
that was so deep for a child.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And now it has come out the dad alikuwa anarushia mama yake. And that's why you should teach your sons not to be violent.
Yes.
Because most people with kids hutumia mtoto. Anaonanga nikeka mtoto kama shield.
Oh, okay.
Most cases actually.
Yeah.
And then you know me, my mom is a police officer. So like she tells me these things also. Even when I go to work with her, sometimes you hear these people.
Yeah.
So that's how the jembe. But this lady was ready to sacrifice mtoto wake bwanake abaki. Because we like tunapenda kuficha hiyo. Like
that is so wrong in so many ways.
Yeah.
Because the child died. And then
leave alone the child dying, the one that is alive was about to get his life ruined.
Exactly. And you know, like I could read comments, people are like, this boy, when this boy grows up, he starts feeling so bad, like I killed
my own brother.
I feel like the parents will have made him believe that he did it. You are
exactly, yeah.
In as much as he didn't, like there's no way they could have told him you didn't do it. Ni hivi no. Wange make waamini
ni yeye
alifanya hivyo. Maybe you know, as a child, you also there's some things you can remember, but watakuwa, I don't know if it's brainwash or whatever, but I feel like
but
they
let me
should
tell
be
you
arrested.
something. Let me tell you something. There are people, when you tell them a lot, like there are some people, like I know a girl on TikTok who said the relationship she's in right now, it has made her self-confident. And it's because the guy used to tell her every day, baby, you're beautiful, you're beautiful. When you tell me every day I'm beautiful, even the things I'm scared of wearing, I'll wear. Yeah. Because the person actually who matters and tells me I'm cute, I'm cute. So in the sense, I'm saying this to say this. Kama wewe mtu angeambiwa manze unanisawa baba, lakini unajua ulimuumiza nini akakufa nini, usijali vitu kama hizo zifanyika. And you tell him every day, he'll believe it. Sometimes even in criminal cases.
Yeah.
Sometimes you find someone who is innocent. Maybe nilikuwa naifia kiua mtu, lakini si mimi ndo niliua. But kama ulikuwa hapo, unajua kenye, you know, you find that they always coerce you in a sense, like it's psychological.
You start believing that.
Yeah. Sometimes, and also sometimes you find some killers, maybe you have all the evidence, but they'll never admit it. They'll never, because they already like washajua, like they already strong mentally, or maybe they're killed. But I'm like, bro, did you see me? So you have evidence. Maybe all the evidence will point at you and you'll get that.
Yeah, like this movie series, Dama. Yeah,
you'll be convicted. Like that, literally. Because Dama, the first time that black guy went to report, what happened? And you see why, and then also another thing.
Even after like the truth has just come out, he admitted everything. The guy is just chill.
Like you know. And then another thing as parents, you see the way we've generalized. Make sure, I feel like we need to make sure our kids priority, mental health, what everything is top. You get me?
Priority.
Is priority. Like, because I remember another story. This kid killed himself and wrote himself, as he said, not akambe mamake, happy birthday mom. I hope sasa vile nimeenda utakuwa unakasirika kila saa. You know how much you have to, the kid was only 13. Do you know how much you have to have made that child feel unwanted? Let me tell you something. Me right now I'm a single mom. Who knows, maybe I'll get someone who will love me, moving the kids, maybe have more kids, all that. It happens. Or maybe I won't, you get. But you sometimes you feel like, hey, me honestly, I won't even speak for other people, but sometimes I always feel like, maybe I could have waited before I had a baby. You get? Sometimes the world inakuwekanga kwa kona, una feel like manze nilifanya nini. Unaona? But never let your child
feel like a mistake. Like
never, ever. Like maybe when they are grown, unaweza waongelesha wa manze yote mimi nilipata mtoi at a very weird time. But when they are still growing, never ever make your child feel
because
like that.
You know they don't look at it like that you had me when you were young. You're my mom and that's it. You're my dad and that's it.
So I was like, manze, for a child to write a note saying like, manze, 13-year-old, and he's like, this is your birthday present, and he killed himself on his mom's birthday. You understand? Like,
which means it's something like the alikuwa ameplan akajua
yeah,
I'm
juu
going
kama
this
kila
way. Let me
siku
give her that this as a
that's your
present.
peace of mind,
Muondoke.
because kila saa, like, and you know it's you know what, like that mom was saying, sasa sikuwa namtukana, you know, but it's like kama ungekuwa sisi singekuwa na worry about nini utakula nini, kama ungekuwa sisi singekuwa na worry about uniforms nini. Sometimes I understand you kuachana na mtu wako, maybe sometimes it really fucks up somebody,
but you know I feel like if you have someone you can take the child maybe for some time, then like do whatever you have to do,
and then also as parents let's give ourselves grace. Unaona ile yenye sometimes you can actually mess up as a parent.
Yes, we are human at the end of the day,
because unapata some people like I'm like I don't want my mom to go and ndo asema ananilelea mtoto staki, you know, and then you end up being there, you're frustrating the child, you're letting out your frustrations on the child, and you know, because you know when you look at other stories, there are some moms out here, like I watched Njona story ya dem fulani hapo akisema she has to sell herself for her child. And when you look at the circumstances, she's doing her best. When you look at the circumstances,
okay,
like anafanya her best. Ni wale watu wenye wangekuwa na hiyo chance ya ku become great, kufanya nini, wangekuwa. But nile, you know?
Yeah.
So that's the thing for me.
Okay, I have something I need to say. Yeah. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Yeah.
I feel like it's not it's okay to fight in front of your kids. Wait, I don't mean physical fighting or like calling each other those kind of names. But I feel like there's nothing wrong with it. You know, sometimes it happens. Like I don't know, maybe I'm wrong, but I feel like it's a mistake, but not really a bad mistake in a way, because they should also know that these things happen.
For me, I'd not recommend arguing over anything in front of a child who's still growing.
Okay.
But for me, honestly, when you're 16, 17, and I'm getting into it with your daddy, you gotta understand me, baby. Your dad was annoying before even you were born. You know?
So, so like there's like it's wrong.
For me, I'd say.
No, look, I'm not talking about physical fighting.
I'm saying even arguing. I would not.
Okay, arguing is fine. People argue all the time, like
that's not.
But I'm
arguing.
not saying about. Okay, that what is that?
Like kusema ile mambo zetu za. No, I'd like, you know, maybe like there's a time even your guy can annoy you, bro. Like even in front of your friends, leave alone your kids.
I like, okay, for me, honestly, for me, okay.
You feel like it's okay to argue in front of your kids?
No, I'm not saying I feel like it's okay to argue, but sometimes it just happens. Like
it just happens.
But then I'm not talking about physical.
Not physical, even
like those small
arguments. Like able to stage your arguments that it whenever you never kuwa.
Okay, useme aje? Umefungua shuge hujafunika hiyo nini. You know, small things like that.
Mbona ufunikangi skari then ufunike then story ishe.
Yeah.
Okay, that's normal. That's kawaida, honestly.
Yeah, but I'm not saying
No. Because there's sometimes what is arguments naturally do happen, but in front of your kids. And you find even like sometimes you find mtoko anaweza kuchana watu huko. The thing that unapata mamako alikuwa na babako ndo anaenda kwanza kwambia watu, you know? Yeah, so sometimes it's good to, if you can control it. For me, that's what I always say. Even like, if right now I'm to get married and my husband is violent, I'm leaving, bro. I'm leaving. Someone who resorts to violence, bro, I'm gone.
No, like that is not even a discussion.
But you know, with parenting, it's never, there's no black and white.
Yeah.
What works in your household might not work in my household. But then I feel like there are general things that we can, you know, do and not do.
Hardest thing as a parent.
Maybe right now, the fact that I have to leave my child with my mom, so I can look for money. Then maybe when he's sick, he's crying, that kind of thing. But obviously, you know, as he grows, it's going to be more challenging. It is. But as a child grow, I don't feel like a child mtoto akiwa mdogo ndio shida for me.
Hiyo time ameanza kuelewa vitu.
Hapo ndo na feel like that's a challenge. But then with life generally, I used to always look at everything as a challenge. But then with hiyo challenge inakujanga tu na like some sort of leeway, let me say leeway, like enye utapata vitu zinajihandle tu, you get me? Yeah, but for me my biggest challenge now as we speak as a mom is the fact that I have to leave my child with my mom for me to hustle, you know, and the fact that even to accept like manze lazima kwanza wache
it's hard
mtoto
because you
chini.
can't see your son
Yeah,
every day.
lazima weke mtoto chini, hauna hiyo pesa ya kukaa na mtoto, you get me? Like one thing has to give. Yeah, you have to either you sit there and you sit there for life, or you get up, get out, maybe hustle, establish yourself in one way or the other, then maybe you get. But other than that, I can't say that there's a big challenge. Yeah, for me. How about share?
For me, honestly, I will say that, and also the financial part.
Yeah, baby. He's like healthy. Kids. Bro, alafu unajua nikwambie kitu moja. That's why I'm saying toddlers. Unajua damn.
I know.
You know, like when they say kids are responsible,
You know,
think it's a
sometimes
meme. It's not a meme.
Sometimes I just sit and niko tu like, how did my mom manage? How did my parent, how? Kumbe ilikuanga hivi. Unaomba mazedo anakuambia hana, unakasirika.
Manze, nani hana ukweli? Hana.
Yeah,
so ni noma.
Basically, that's what we can share about our parenting experiences.
But as we grow,
things change,
and we always share with
change, and we're going to share with you people. And it's also really important for you to share with us, you know, so you can maybe drop a comment. Yeah, let's talk, let's have a conversation. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, share, like. Bye.